college sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
I want to welcome you live to the ballpark at Jackson here for the third game of the day, the penultimate game of pool play in the SSAC Baseball Championship. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner bringing you the action in this game from Pool A, where the number 1 overall seed in William Carey takes on the number 4 overall seed, the Knights of Middle Georgia State. This game is a play-in game for William Carey. They win it. They're in tomorrow's championship. For Middle Georgia State, they need to win this one, and they need help from Tennessee Southern and Blue Mountains game later tonight. So this contest will have Corey Cook on the mound for Middle Georgia. We'll tell you about him in just a moment. Behind the plate for the Crusaders is Braden Coffey. It's Preston Ratliff at first, Ty Little at second, Rigoberto Hernandez at short, and Tyler Ducksworth at third. Left to right in the outfield is Eli Collins, Josh Alexander, and DJ Booth. The man on the mound, as we noted, is Corey Cook, the 6'2 senior out of Metairie, Louisiana.
This will be the 8th start for Corey Cook. He's got a 3.52 ERA, a 2-1 record, 30 2/3 innings pitched this season, 47 strikeouts, 31 walks, and probably most important of all, a 158 batting average against.
The first man to greet him is Jose Vargas. He'll be followed by Yadiel Perez and then Chaz Salter. 4, 5, 6 in the night order. Zane Falk, Michael Flaherty, Jaden Duarte. 7, 8, 9, Tyonis Pimentel, Tate Abbott, and Connor Sheely. It's a 1-1 count right now on Vargas. He'll take inside.
Vargas on the season, 339 coming into tonight's game. 32 RBIs.
30 and 22 on the year for Middle Georgia State. 37 and 11 for William Carey. Carey knows they're hosting the opening round. They've got an at-large bid locked up. They don't want that. They want the auto bid, and they want a conference championship. Middle Georgia State's path to the national tournament is going to require an auto bid. So a big game for the Knights here as Vargas flies out to left. Yadiel Perez to the dish. Perez, Tampa, Florida native, played JUCO in Tuscaloosa, Alabama at Shelton State Community College.
303 average, 23 RBI on the season. 49 games played now for Perez.
The 0-1 delivery. Over for a strike. Cook. Rocks back and fires. Misses away there. Bowling 2 strikes on Perez. Called strike 3. Perez is retired. Now, Chaz Salter to the dish. Salter, the leading hitter on this night ball club.
411 average, 6 home runs, 28 RBI. 42nd appearance for him this season, 152nd at bat.
He's ahead 1-0 here. He'll take their 1-1. Cook working with pace and purpose. That one over for a strike, 1-2. Cook steps off the back of the mound as he picks up the baseball, resets himself, right back into his routine. Delivers. Misses high, 2-2. That one misses away. Full count now on Chaz Salter. Salter has coaxed 21 walks on the year. He awaits. Big cut, can't get it. He strikes out. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Cook. Bottom half in the offing, SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah. Feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right. Focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Welcome back live to the ballpark at Jackson. The lineup for William Carey here. Rigoberto Hernandez, followed by Booth and Alexander. Ratliff, Collins, Ducksworth, 3-4-5. Thomas, Coffey, Little, 7-8-9. The man on the mound is Isaias Espirito Santo, the 6'4" senior from Providence, Rhode Island, transfer from UT Permian Basin.
Espirito Santo, this will be his 10th start this season, 15 appearances, now 16 appearances otherwise, a 2-3 record, a 6.93 ERA, and 49 1/3 innings pitched, 56 strikeouts, 34 walks, a 286 batting average against here on the season.
Rigoberto Hernandez is 2-1 right now. He awaits and swings through that one, and Espirito Santo gets him to 2-2. See if he's able to finish it here. Espirito Santo rocks back, kicks and fires on the ground. Tough play, the shortstop over. Vargas couldn't get him, infield hit.
Hernandez busting it out of the box, makes the shortstop rush the throw.
Now DJ Booth to the dish.
Booth, the leading average hitter for this Crusader team, .399, 3 home runs, 40 RBIs. This will be at bat number 139 for him.
That one thrown over. Espirito Santo delivers. Booth, strike one. And over quickly at 0-2. Espirito Santo, the lefty, finds the grip and throws over to first. The 0-2 in the offing. Throws over to first again. Keeping Rigoberto Hernandez close. 18 stolen bases for him on the season. Booth delivers. Called strike three, or rather Booth receives. Espirito Santo delivers. Called strike three. Now Josh Alexander, the player of the year in the SSAC. 75 RBIs on the season.
.314 average, 14 home runs.
Lifts it foul, out of play. Oh, 0-1 count on Alexander. This is their 1-1. Good pitch there, but
it's a good take.
Yeah, tough to lay off of. Two and one. He'll throw over again. Keeping Hernandez close. This is inside there. Now 3-1.
Alexander been walked 18 times this season.
Nice pitch there to get over at 3-1. Now 3-2. Full count, payoff pitch on the way. Called, oh, they call a balk.
They did.
Called the balk, I guess. Or they waved it off and took the result of the pitch as a ball.
It was either that or it was a time issue, and he took too long to get the pitch.
Yeah, I didn't see a signal.
Ball.
Yeah, time pitch clock violation. Good pitch there. 0-1.
Brings Preston Ratliff to the dish, number 5 for William Carey, a 341 average on the season. 14 homers, 62 RBI.
Ratliff with a couple runners on here. Chance to do something in the first for the Crusaders. It's 1-1. This is outside. Two balls and a strike now. Three and one. Lifted foul. It'll throw back to second and Chase Hernandez back. Called, strike three, retires Preston Ratliff.
It's a good pitch, tied Ratliff up inside. Wasn't expecting that, couldn't even offer at it. Eli Collins now to the plate. Collins, the senior from Laurel, Mississippi.
Espiritu Santo delivers, misses low.
.341 hitter for Collins. 35 RBI on the season.
1-0 count here. Over for a strike. 1-1. Misses there. 2-1. Miss there. A lot of pitches for Espiritu Santo in this inning.
Already 20 before this batter.
Called strike there. Collins steps back in, full count, payoff pitch on the way. And he'll load the bases here. So that'll turn it over to Tyler Ducksworth.
Ducksworth has had a pretty solid tournament here this week. .335 hitter on the season. His 49th game that he's played in, started every one of them. 33 RBI.
Espiritu Santo delivers. Wild pitch all the way to the backstop, and the run scores. It's one of those, if Espiritu Santo breaks earlier toward the plate, they may have him because Sheely got that ricochet back to him quickly.
He did.
So 1-0 now. Lifted. Center field. Ranging over. He'll make the play and the inning's over, but William Carey gets one. We head to the second 1-0 SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Back here live, start the second. Cook delivers. There's a strike at Zane Falk, leading it off here for the Crusaders, followed by the Knights rather, followed by Flaherty and Duarte.
That pitch called a strike did go around. Zane Falk, 387 average. 10 home runs, 43 RBIs. The leading RBI man for this squad. Actually, I take that back. Duarte is, but he trails him by one.
0-2 count right now. Had our conversation about mascots the other night. And the whole Eagles and Tigers and Bears and Bulldogs and all those things. And that this field has got some good, less common names. The other night we had the Knights versus the Firehawks. I told you I would watch that movie about a group of knights getting together to go battle a mythical bird of fire. The Knights versus the Crusaders also sounds more interesting, but it sounds more like a historical documentary.
It does.
But if I got a third version where the Knights and the Crusaders teamed up to take on the mythical Firebird, I think that would be really interesting. They have to set aside their religious and feudal and class differences in order to battle this mythical beast of prey. I'm with it. I'm with it. And you guys are like, what is this nonsense about? And we're like, guys, that's a base hit up the middle from Zane Falk. This is our 11th game this week. We've got another one later tonight, and whether or not that game means anything has everything to do with how this game goes. So here's your outcomes. William Carey wins this game there in the championship game tomorrow, and Blue Mountain and Tennessee Southern will play late tonight for the fun of it and to wrap up their seasons. Middle Georgia wins this game. Then, all of a sudden, tonight's game matters. And Middle Georgia needs Blue Mountain to – let me see how that scenario works. Middle Georgia needs Blue Mountain to beat Tennessee Southern. Am I correct on that?
I think so.
Yes. Or there's a three-way tie scenario that could exist where if Tennessee Southern were to beat Blue Mountain, then you get into a run differential situation. But if William Carey continues to be as good as they've been and they win this game, well, that last game tonight, just for the fun of it.
We play for funsies.
1-0 here, 0-2 count on Flaherty. He'll send it center field. Had him played perfectly.
He did. Barely has to move, gets under it.
Yeah.
Retires the batter, first out of the inning.
Alexander was camped out in right center.
Now that'll get us the leading RBI man on this Middle Georgia squad, Jaden Duarte.
Duarte, a native of Tampa, Florida.
329 average, 13 home runs, including a bomb he hit here earlier this week.
He played JUCO at Northwest Florida State, a very good junior college program in the panhandle of Florida. Niceville area. That one out of play barely. Ducksworth was at the net waiting on that one, and it just barely went to the other side of the net. 0-1 on Duarte. Up the middle, knocked down by Cook. He'll recover and throw to first. Not in time. And a base hit for Jaden Duarte.
Good hustle by Cook. Ball came back, got his glove, had to set himself, try to get his feet up under him to go get the baseball. Just couldn't quite get the throw there on time.
Now Teonis Pimentel to the dish. Pimentel from Monmouth Junction, New Jersey.
.336 hitter, 27 RBI.
He'll take that one for strike one. The 0-1 to Pimentel. Takes away 1-1. Sent right center field, long run, still going all the way back off the top of the wall. That's going to get at least one home, and Pimentel into second with a double.
A throw to nobody in particular.
And they're lucky that the runner didn't round third there. That ball in another park is out of here. It hits about 15. There's a 15-foot wall. That hit about 13 feet high. The wind blowing across from left toward right today pushes that ball. You saw Alexander and Booth both read it the whole way, and it just kept carrying.
It's a lot of staring up at the sky trying to track that baseball, and then finally, when it did hit off the wall, kind of caromed away from it, had to chase it down.
Tate Abbott to the dish. Runners at second and third and one out here. Tate Abbott from Camden, South Carolina.
.299 average, 7 home runs, 29 RBI.
Came inside, 5-hold the catcher. Breaking for home, no play. And Middle Georgia State takes the lead as Jaden Duarte gets through there, or gets it home on, I'm going to say pass ball, but I don't know if it caromed in the dirt or what first. Two-0 count on Tate Abbott. Big cut through that one for Abbott. Checks there.
3-1's your count. Abbott in a good position here.
Tate Abbott steps back in. Big cut through there. So now full count payoff pitch on the way for Tate Abbott. Connor Shealy on deck. Runner at third here. If Abbott could get a fly ball, it would add another run. He fouls that one off. The Knights' big first baseman steps back in. He'll take inside and draw the walk. Tate Abbott down the to first. They're on the corners now. Connor Shealy to the dish.
This will be his 89th at bat, a .261 average, 1 home run, 15 RBI this season, and we're going to get discussion on the mound.
They're going to come have a conversation with Connor Cook. No activity in the pen. This is just about getting him right. Second inning, no reason to make a change or even think about it right now. Two-one, runners on the corners, 1 out. The good news for Connor Cook is Tate Abbott at first and Connor Shealy at the plate, being a catcher, you should theoretically be in good position for a double play. Tate Abbott has not stolen a base this year, so I would not expect that they're going to send him to try to stay out of it unless they wanted to coax the throw.
Right, try to get the runner from third.
Yeah, because Pimentel, great speed at third. That's your center fielder. Strike one. Fouls it back. So the 0-2 now to Connor Sheely. Top of the order looming and Jose Vargas. Fouls that one back. Oh, 2 again coming to Connor Sheely, the catcher. Sheely on the year hitting .261. Fouls that one away. He's got 15 RBIs. If he could put a fly ball deep enough in the outfield, he can get Pimentel home.
Yep.
Big cut, can't get it, and he strikes out.
It's a big strikeout for Cook.
Back in the inning now and a chance to get out of it. Now it's going to take a hit or something drastic in order for that run to score. So Cook back in a good position as Vargas steps to the plate, and he's already gotten Vargas once today. Misses high, 1-0. Vargas awaits the offering from Cook. Fouls that one back. Ball and a strike now on Jose Vargas. Vargas has driven in 32 this year. Big opportunity for him here. Big cut over the top of that one for Vargas. Now 1-2. It does not look like Vargas is seeing the ball very well out of Cook's hand.
Vargas wanted that last pitch, and it broke inside on him that last minute. He was swinging to do damage.
He'll take high. 2-2 now.
It's an interesting time of day as well, and we've had cloud cover just about all day. So you get some funky shadows this time of day with the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Yeah. Vargas awaits the 2-2. Broke back inside and missed the zone, 3-2. So Vargas has worked it full. If the inning continues, Yadiel Perez will bat. But there's a full count payoff pitch coming, and Tate Abbott will be moving on the pitch here. Lifted high and deep to right field. That's got a chance. That's out of here. It's a home run. No, it got back down off the top of that wall. How did that even drop? It was so high, it looked destined to be out of here.
Did.
And then it hits about 14 feet 11 inches at the top of that wall that's 15 feet. Karem's back. And it's a double for Jose Vargas.
And DJ Booth really misplayed it off the wall. He got too deep, And then the ball comes off the wall. He's right there at the warning track, slips, falls. The ball luckily hits him as he falls to keep it in front of him where he can grab it and throw it back in.
Right. If it caroms back the way that you think that it would, but that tells you how high that ball hit, because if it hits the wall, if you think about that ball dropping, if it hits the wall, it's going to bounce back in. The fact that it hit that wall and rolled down tells you how high on that wall it hit. That thing absolutely looked like it was headed off of Vargas's face on the video board, and it just kind of died once it got out there. As is, it's a pair of doubles this inning for Middle Georgia, and they're up 4-1. And this is Yadiel Perez with another runner out there on second and a 1-1 count. Misses inside, 2-1.
Still no action in the Carey pen.
No, and there shouldn't be.
No,
it's a blip for Connor Cook. You need him to eat the innings, and he's been really, really good all year. That one over for a strike, 2-2. Now, somebody headed down there to the pen. Looks like Mason Smith is headed down there. But 4-1, it's not ideal, but this Carey offense, that's not much. That one lifted right side, foul territory underneath it, and a great play. Great play by Ratliff falling over the tarp to hold on to the baseball, and the inning is over. But Middle Georgia gets 4 runs on 4 hits. We head to the bottom of the second in the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
Back here, bottom second, Bridley Thomas leading it off, followed by Braden Coffey and Ty Little. The Spirits of Santo back to work for Middle Georgia State, now with the lead.
Bridley Thomas, the DH for this team today, 362 average, couple of home runs, 22 RBIs.
Bridley Thomas had a big tournament here. Fouls that one back. Ball and a strike. Outside corner misses. 2-1. This is it for Middle Georgia State in the SSAC. They depart the NAIA at the conclusion of this season, joining NCAA Division II. I believe they're going to be in the Peach Belt, if I remember that correctly. Longtime members of the league here. We've loved having them. Been good in competitive at a lot of things for a long time. That went over for a strike. Payoff pitch. On the way. Misses there. And the walk to Thomas. Braden Coffey to the dish.
This will be the 62nd at bat for Coffey, a .230 average, home run, 13 RBI.
He'll take there. That's now 3 walks issued to William Carey batters. We're here in the second. Espiritu Santo delivers. This is high. 2-0. It's kind of hard to read, but it seems almost like Espiritu Santo gets runners aboard and is not necessarily getting refocused on the mitt and getting everything working back downhill. He's watching the runner, and you see that sometimes with pitchers where they're looking at the runner and they don't the movement from runner to plate, there's not enough of a refocus for them.
Yeah, you take that final glance to the runner as opposed to the plate, and then your eye is completely off from where it needs to be at that point.
See what Espiritu Santo does here. Checks the runner, checks back, downhill, misses wide, arm side. 3-0. And he walks him on 4 pitches. 4 walks issued now for Espiritu Santo. Looks like Brandon Exley headed down to the pen from Middle Georgia State. They're going to come talk with Espiritu Santo, at least by the pen a little time.
Courtesy runner will be number 6, Cam Sr.
Brandon Exley just getting himself together out in the pen right now. Starts long tossing. Four walks issued by Espiritu Santo. 37 pitches for him so far. Sixteen of them strikes. Now Ty Little at the dish. Represents the tying run just like that. You got the 4-run spot in the top of the second. Chance to come in and kind of assert yourself in the game. But so far, nobody out. 2 walks have got the tying run to the plate all ready for William Carey. And that one gets away, and the runners will go to second and third.
And now you go from trying to put the bunt down to move runners over to what you're swinging away for Ty Little. Ty Little, a good contact hitter, 353 average.
Yep, and he's ahead 2-0. Espiritu Santo with a long look in. If he's not careful, pitch clock's going to score a run here. That one's over for a strike.
I think after that break, Little just wanted to see what a strike looks like.
2-1. Big cut through that one. 2-2 now. Espiritu Santo has that one fouled off. Duarte doesn't realize he's got a ball next to him in the outfield. He'll have to go fetch that one. Flips it into his teammate Tyler Williams, who runs out from the dugout to go get it. 2-2 count now. Grounder. Flaherty sits back on it. What a pick by Tate Abbott. Flaherty fields the ball. They're not able to break from third. He's got to throw it quickly because Ty Little runs well. Tate Abbott reads the throw and shifts his footing on the bag and picks it to save the error. Out one.
It's a tough play at first, just like you said, shifting those feet, going from one part of the bag to the other, making sure everything stays touching the bag. In that situation, that's critical.
Now Rigoberto Hernandez. Big cut through that one. Hernandez awaits the 0-1. Now 0-2 on Rigoberto Hernandez. (0-2) here. Contact.
That's a good
to the
piece
right
of hit.
fielder. That gets one home. Abbott will cut it off and hold the runner at second. It's a 4-2 ball game. And Hernandez, that two-strike approach.
Yeah.
You saw the swing change. The first two swings, he was looking to park it. That last one was just put the bat head on the ball and send it to right field.
Go where it's thrown. Ball was outside. Puts the bat head to that outside part of the plate. Flips it over the infield. Just a great piece of hitting there for Rigoberto Hernandez. Drives in a run, cuts this lead to 2.
4-2 game, one out now. Runners on the corners. And it's DJ Booth. He is ahead 1-0. He's 0 for 1 in this one with a strikeout.
Now you start asking the question, do you go for second, maybe delayed steal?
Tough with the lefty on the mound.
Yeah.
That went over for a strike. Misses that one. 2-1 now. Espiritu Santo, 3-1. You're about to load them for Josh Alexander if you're not careful.
Yeah, if that happens, you've got one out in the inning, so that's a dangerous situation with a really good hitter.
And he loads them for Josh Alexander. The player of the year in the league comes up.
You said it's 75 RBI. Looking for more.
Yeah. Alexander walked his first time. That one, a wild pitch, 4-3. Espiritu Santo's just got the wheels coming off on him right now. 5 walks. Paul Knight's seen enough. He's going to come get him. We'll tell you about the pitcher on the other side, SSAC.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
Enter Win1, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool, it's a game changer.
All right, so on our roster, 10 is Brandon Exley, but we've been down this page this before. I think this is actually Jonah Friedman. We've talked about this earlier in the week. Friedman listed on our roster as number 50, but we believe he's been number 10 all week this week. So Jonah Friedman is who we're going to go with here. And
a 18th appearance, if it is in fact.
There's a base hit to right. That's going to get one home, and it ties the game. And now
Alexander doesn't stop running as the throw gets through, and he's sitting at second.
Yep, Duarte throws it back in. Alexander breaks on the throw, and they're still second and third. So, yeah, Jonah Friedman.
18th appearance, 1-4 record, 6 ERA, 30 innings, 18 strikeouts, 7 walks, 317 batting average against.
4-all ball game here. And it's Preston Ratliff to the dish.
Ratliff struck out his first plate appearance, that one to the third baseman.
Flaherty dribbles it and then throws it away.
Runner's going to come from third and score on the error.
So, 5-4 lead. Told you 4-1 doesn't feel like much against Carey, and when you give them a bunch of free passes, they really don't have to do very much.
That's the key to the whole thing is you put them right back in it when you give 2 on with no out and it's just free passes.
Yeah, the walks have been problematic. All 5 runs charged to Espiritu Santo. Now Friedman to work. The 2 on belong to him. Espiritu Santo, 1 hit, 5 walks, 5 runs, 4 earned, an inning and a third. That one misses. 2-0 count. That one over for a strike, 2-1.
Eli Collins walked his first plate appearance. So no official plate appearance.
That one over for a strike. Five different Crusaders have drawn a walk in this ballgame. 2-2 here to Eli Collins. Lifted. Center field. Ranging over. And now look at that ball move to right field. That was hit almost a straightaway center when it left the bat. And it sliced all the way over to right. And then tagging and scoring is Alexander, and it's 6-4.
Gets the job done for Collins. Now is Ducksworth up to the plate.
Tyler Ducksworth. That one will get past the catcher, Sheely, and it will advance the runner to third.
That was a pretty pitch. Catch the outside corner of the plate. Broke across the plate right in front of Ducksworth.
Ball and a strike. Foul back. Friedman trying to find a way out of it here. 2-2. Foul back, out of play again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5 runs in the bottom half of the second, 9 runs in total here in the second. On the ground, foul ball. Off his foot. Ducksworth feeling that one. Been playing for an hour now. We're still in the second inning of this one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's full again. And he fouls it off. Tyler Ducksworth trying to extend the inning. Jonah Friedman trying to get his team to the dugout. And that one's called a ball. So Ducksworth heads to the plate, or heads to first, rather.
It's the 6th walk issued by Middle Georgia pitchers.
Five runs home in the inning. 10th batter of the inning, Bridley Thomas. Sends it right center field. Long run. Pimentel diving, can't get there. Duarte will pick it up and throw it in, but that's going to be a double that scores 2. And William Carey has plated 7 in the inning. They're up 8-4. Now Braden Coffey to the dish.
He walked his first time up.
He did. Foul back. Pop straight back. Oh, 2 now on Braden Coffey. Big cut, can't get it. Coffey's retired. 7 runs home for William Carey in the inning. It's 8-4 after 2, SSAC.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. WinOne brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, WinOne is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the WinOne depth chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with WinOne. You were built for your athletes. WinOne was built for you.
So top three, Cam Salter will lead, or Chaz Salter rather, will lead off the inning for the Knights of Middle Georgia. First pitch out of the hand of Cook is a ball. Cook ready, fires. Salter hits that one deep. Left fielder trying to make a play on it and does at the line. So out number one on 2 pitches for Cook. Chaz Salter tried to make something of it. But as it is, first out of the top of the third here, and it brings up Zane Falk for the Knights. Falk 1 for 1. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch too high for a ball. So Corey Cook given new life here after a big inning from the Crusaders. Strike inside. Got Falk spinning on it, thought it was coming in on him, broke right back over the plate, says the umpire. I think a discussion will be had. Third base coach is going to come down, settle Falk back down, get him ready in. Falk was upset at the call, as you can imagine. So Falk now steps back into the box. Cook gets his signal, toes the rubber. Rocks, fires. Pitch outside. Cook's pitch well inside, almost got Falk. Count runs full with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Carey playing for a berth in tomorrow's championship game. Fires it to the third baseman. He'll throw it across the diamond, get the second out. And Falk is retired. Middle Georgia has to win this ball game and get a little help in order to play tomorrow. Cook's pitch hit right to the third baseman again. Ducksworth fires it across, gets the third out. 1-2-3 inning there as Flaherty grounds out to the third baseman. We go to the bottom of the third. This is the SSAC.
37 words that transformed higher education and college athletics.
No person in the United States shall,
on the basis of sex,
be excluded from participation in,
be denied the benefits of,
or be subjected to discrimination
under any education program or activity,
receiving federal financial assistance.
As we're ready for the bottom of the third, a new pitcher on the mound for the Knights of Middle Georgia. It will be number 8. That is Andrew Lowry, a 6'1", 185 junior from Eastman, Georgia. Florence Darlington Tech, former hand. Lowry on the season. This will be his 22nd appearance. He has a 2-2 record. 1 start. Or rather, I'm sorry, his 22nd appearance, 2 starts, a 5.20 ERA in 45 innings of work, 43 strikeouts, 16 walks, a 260 average against, and he's going against number 28, Ty Little of the Crusader lineup. So it will be 9-1-2 in the order for the Crusaders. Counts quickly 1-1 on Little. Lowry fires, strike 2. Little on his first at bat was if I remember right, he was hit by that pitch. As it is, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lowry trying to do some damage and control and eat some innings for Middle Georgia here. Pitch smacked into right field. That's going to go foul. Just enough in front of that pitch to turn it foul was Little. Barreled it up well. Comes a pitch from Lowry. Well outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the inning. High bouncer to the first baseman. Well played. Flips it to the pitcher. Lowry steps on the bag but missed it. The runner is safe. Little is safe at first. And the Crusaders in business with their leadoff man coming to the plate in the form of Rigoberto Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 2 with an RBI in this one. reached on an error. And they give the error to the pitcher on that last play, with Little getting on base. That one fouled into the seats. Lowry throws back to first base, checks Little. No action there. Lowry fires, put into play by Hernandez. Center fielder camping under it. Snags it, makes the play, fires it back in. Pimentel gets the out in center. That's the first out of the inning for the Knights. Bring up DJ Booth. Booth 0 for 1, walked. Scored a run. Checks that one foul. Hit and run was on that one. Little was in motion. Lowry readies with the pitch, throws back over to first. Lowry's pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 the count now to Booth. Carey 8 runs on only 3 hits. That pitch well outside. It has been the walks from Middle Georgia that has given Carey all the offense it's needed, really. Lowry now fires that pitch low. Evens the count, 2-2. 1 away. Booth rips that one foul into the cluster of Tennessee Southern players who are over having been in the batting cages getting ready for the next game here tonight. Tennessee Southern hoping to be playing for a shot here. That pitch outside. Now the count runs full, 3-2. Runner goes, Booth swings, pops it up. Left fielder running it, chasing it down, can't get there, so we'll do it all over again. Falk had a long run to go. Could not get to that ball that was just on the warning track outside of fair territory. So now DJ Booth sets himself back up in the batter's box. Lowry toes the rubber, rocks, fires. Booth fouls it off again. Long at bat here for Booth. He has battled this entire AB. Down, no balls, 2 strikes, and now the count is full. Runner goes again. It's outside, so a walk. Carey, another one of those teams that will be active on the base paths. They've got 98 steals coming into this one. But 2 men on, 1 out in the inning. Runner in scoring position. That brings up SSAC Player of the Year, Josh Alexander. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI and a walk in this one. See how Lowry approaches him here. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Again, Alexander now with 76 RBI on the season for the Crusaders. Pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for strike 1. Lowry's pitch fouled away by Alexander, and it is out of play. Two balls, 1 strike. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes, rather. I'm sorry. Lowry's pitch. Alexander fires that into right field. It gets down. That's going to be trouble. Alexander stops at 1. 1 run is going to score. Extends the lead, 9-4. Now the Carey lead. Josh Alexander once again comes through with a runner in scoring position. Now runners on the corners for the cleanup man. The Carey first baseman, Preston Ratliff. He's 0 for 2. With a run and a strikeout is Preston Ratliff. Lowry's pitch, first one is a strike. Lowry rocks, fires, pitches in for strike. 0-2 is the count. Strikes him out. Drops the pitch. Runner comes from third. He scores. Throws not in time. So Ratliff retired on the strikeout. And that took Alexander to second. First pitch to Eli Collins is a strike. Strike 2 thrown. Lead now 10-4 in the bottom of the third. Lowry rocks it, fires it. Inside out swing, gets through by Eli Collins. Runner's going to come around the bag at third. He's going to score. They hold Collins at first. Another RBI for the Crusaders. 11-4 is the lead. Tyler Ducksworth now steps into the batter's box. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Collins leads off first base. Lowry low on his first pitch. Seven Middle Georgia walks as that strike goes across the plate, has aided William Carey in every single way here tonight. Lowry sets, fires, Ducksworth fouls that one out of play. The runner on first is Eli Collins. Ducksworth pitches up and inside. Lowry, runner goes, pitches outside, no chance. For Sheely to throw him out. So the count runs full, 2 outs, and a runner in scoring position now for Tyler Ducksworth. Walked him. So now 2 men aboard. First and second, Bridley Thomas back up to the plate. Thomas 1 for 1, couple of RBI. Thomas' first pitch to him is a strike. Out of the hand of Lowry. That was the 30th pitch by Lowry in this inning. Lowry rocks, fires, pitch low. Pitch to Thomas. In for strike 2. Thomas, a couple of big RBI early in this one. And started that 7-run inning last time. Did not go around that time. Confirmed by the first base umpire. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, where 3 runs have already come across the plate. Thomas outside, runs the count full. Lowry, runners on the go, strings him up. Thomas didn't want to go, thought it was inside. Umpire begs to differ, rings him up. That ends the 3rd inning. It's now 11-4, Crusader lead. This is the SSAC.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
It'll be Jaden Duarte leading off the inning for the Knights of Middle Georgia, and he'll do battle yet again with Cook towing the rubber. Corey Cook, 62 pitches over his 3 innings of work thus far. First one pitch outside. Cook gave up those 4 runs in the second, but responded there in the third, and then the offense responded for him, and now he's got a good lead if he can keep it going. Duarte right back up the middle, gets it by the second baseman, and he's aboard with nobody out. Duarte now 2 for 2 in this one. Pimentel comes up. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Looking to do some more damage for the Knights. First pitch is over for a strike out of the hand of Cook. Duarte 12 of 14 in steals on the season. Cook rocks, fires, throws the ball by Pimentel. Looked like a low fastball out of the hand of Cook. Pimentel could not catch up to it. Cook sets, fires, pitch low, no go on the runner from first. Coffey does a nice job blocking that one up, keeping in front of him. Cook's pitch, hit, popped up in, straight up in the air. Center fielder goes up underneath it, gloves it. One away here in the top of the fourth. Pretty much a routine play for Josh Alexander out in center, and that brings up Tate Abbott, the first baseman, to the plate. 1 out in the inning. Duarte digs the go, but it's a strike as Abbott swings through it. Cook fires, fouls that one off. So it's 2 strikes quickly on Abbott. Abbott walked his first plate appearance, scored a run. Cook readies. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Cook tried to get Abbott chasing there, couldn't get it. Pitch too far outside. See what he does here. 1-2 count. Comes back inside, got him on the outside corner of the plate. Pretty pitch. So Abbott is now retired for 2 away. Brings the catcher to the plate, Connor Sheely. Struck out his first at bat. Sheely trying to keep the inning alive for Middle Georgia here after the leadoff single. Pitch was inside for a ball. That one drops in for a strike. Cook loses his hat on the pitch. It was so good. Cook sets, comes with pitch to Sheely. That's ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the inning. Cook looking for the shutdown inning here. Caught the outside corner of the plate for strike 2. Evens up the count. Cook's pitch gets him swinging through the off-speed pitch. He's through 4. It's an 11-4 lead for the Crusaders here on the SSAC Baseball Championships.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning here. 11-4 is the lead for William Carey. Back to work here on the mound are the Knights rather. The new pitcher is Titus Richardson. 6'2" right-hander from Glen St. Mary, Florida. Richardson is 3-1 on the year. This will be his 16th appearance. 40 strikeouts over 32 innings of work, 36 walks, a 6.47 ERA, and a .317 batting average against. He draws Braden Coffey first. It's Coffey, Little, Hernandez, 8-9-1 due up in the inning. And he hit him. So Coffey heads down to first. Ty Little steps back into the box. Ty Little tonight, 0 for 2 with a run, and he drops down a beautiful sac bunt here. Flaherty won't have a play, and it's a hit for Ty Little. Rigoberto Hernandez to the dish, 2 on, nobody out here. That one misses away. Hernandez waits, takes low. Richardson delivers. That one flared left field. Long run in. And he makes the catch. Falk squeezes it, and one gone here in the Carey half of the fourth. DJ Booth steps up. Over for a strike. The 0-1 count. For Booth. That one misses away, 1-1. Outside now, 2-1. So 3 balls and a strike. Richardson wants a new ball. Runners on first and second is DJ Booth. 0 for 1 with a couple walks and a couple runs. Looking to do more damage here. His team up 7. And a walk. That is the 9th walk issued to Crusader hitters. Josh Alexander to the dish. 2 for 2 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs is Josh Alexander. He waits. Takes inside. 0-1. Or 1-0 rather. That one delivered 2-0. Alexander awaits. 3-0. He's 1 pitch away from issuing the 10th walk to a William Carey batter in this one. Would score a run as the bases are loaded. Catcher coming out to talk with him. Richardson laboring. Espirito Santo, Friedman, and Lowry have all pitched already today for Carey. Or for Middle Georgia, rather, correction. We'll look out at the middle pin, see who's working. A lot of activity out there. The relievers have stopped throwing, which is an indicator that this is probably the last batter for Richardson. And at the end of this at bat, Paul Knight's likely to come get him. 1 out in the inning, and the base is loaded. Richardson and Alexander. 77 RBIs on the year now for Alexander, the SSAC Player of the Year. A surefire All-American when that comes out later this year. And that was a strike. 3-1 now. There's a Crusader at every base as Alexander steps back up. Lifted. Right side. Perez over, says he's got it, and he does. 2 away. Now Preston Ratliff, 0 for 3 with a run scored and a couple of strikeouts. Richardson delivers over the head of the batter. Make it 12-4 on the wild pitch. Ball and no strikes. Ratliff steps it back in. In for a strike. 1-1. That one misses away. Big cut, can't get it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lifted right side, long run. Foul territory into the bullpen. Two balls, two strikes, two outs, two on. Lifted high and deep to left field. That ball's absolutely smacked. The only question was if it stayed fair. It did not. So we'll reset now. Did he check? He did not. They ring him up. 2-2, and he threw a great breaking ball, got Ratliff, and he gets out of it. But a run does score. The Crusaders have scored in every inning. They lead 12-4 as we head to the 5th SSAC Baseball Championship. (12-4) score here. Jose Vargas, top of the order, leading off the top of the 5th. He's 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. Got a double that nearly got out of here for a homer. 1-1. Cook hit a rough spot in the 2nd. Otherwise, he's been cruising. 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 earned, 5 strikeouts. Three and 1 now on Jose Vargas. Up the middle and a base hit for Jose Vargas. Vargas trying to energize his dugout a little bit as he runs by. Now Yadiel Perez to the dish. That one kicks away, and Vargas down to 2nd on the wild pitch. Chaz Salter on deck. The Knights looking to try to get something started here. They're in danger of run rule territory with the pace that the Crusaders are scoring runs. That one misses. That one misses as well. And so a walk to Perez. Yadiel Perez heads down to first. It's Chaz Salter now. Conversation on the mound. Activity in the William Carey bullpen. Salter to the dish. He'll take low and bottom of the zone. 0-1. Runners on first and second, nobody out. An opportunity for the Knights here. They got to try to get back in it. All their offense came back in the second. Salter takes there 0-2, so the mound conference worked for Cook. Right back on it here. That one gets away from the catcher. Runners advance. Takes away the force play and any shot at a double play there, traditionally anyway. Big cut, can't get it. Salter is retired. So he is now 0 for 3. And Zane Falk to the plate. That one's over for a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Almost hit him. 1-1 now. Zane Falk 1 for 2 with a run scored. Native of Phoenix City, Alabama. Transferred to MGA from Georgia Southern. Ball and a strike. Now 2-1. Pitch clock violation on Cook. Misses there, 3-1. Cook laboring for the first time since the second. He's now at 93 pitches. Actually, 94, I believe. Misses away there. So he issues the walk. Our live stats lagging behind, so it's not our statistician, it's the software. Let's do a quick math. I believe 97 pitches officially will be the number on Cook once that walk is input in our live stats. They're loaded with one out from Michael Flaherty. And if ever the Knights needed the Windham, New Hampshire native to come up with a hit, it's right now. He is 0 for 2 with the bases loaded and one out here. A chance for them to get back in this game down 12-4, and now he's behind 0-2. Flaherty awaits. Chopper. High chopper, first base side. They'll tag Flaherty, and that's the only play they've got. The RBI gets the run home on the grounder. Makes it 12-5, and it's a good trade for Carey. Take the out, give up the run. Up 7 now. Second and third with 2 away for Jaden Duarte. Duarte, 2 for 2 with a run. Pair of singles today. He's driven in 44 this year, and he's put 13 over the fence. Lifted, right field, long run. In comes the right fielder, second baseman on the way out. But Booth calls him off, makes the catch, and the inning's over. Middle Georgia gets one back. They're down 12-5 through 4.5. SSAC.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university. They love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest. I'm doing it, Dad! Now that is something to remember.
$12-5 is the score. New pitcher for Middle Georgia State. The 5th pitcher of the ball game for the Knights. It's number 5, Steven Sams Jr. 6-foot sophomore out of Lecanto, Florida, transferred from Chipola College. This is his 15th appearance. 13 2/3 innings of work, 18 strikeouts, 19 walks, a 255 batting average against it, an 8.56 ERA for Mr. Sams. Collins, 1-0. Takes away 2-0. Sams delivers to Collins, and he'll take 3-0. So far, Sam's having the same problem his predecessors have had, playing Pepper with the strike zone. 9 walks issued through 4 innings by Middle Georgia pitchers. There's a strike, 3-1. We are 2 hours and 8 minutes into this ball game. Not yet more than halfway through. Big cut, can't get it. Misses away there. And that's the 10th walk issued by Knight pitchers. Little, or rather Collins, has drawn 2 of them. Now it's Ducksworth. He's also drawn 2. 0 for 1 with a run scored. That one's 1-0. That one misses high and in, 2-0. Digging back in now is Ducksworth. Three and 0. And he walks him on 4 pitches. 11 walks issued by Middle Georgia pitchers. Stirring in the bullpen again. Now Bridley Thomas to the plate. 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs for Thomas. Takes away 1-0. Two and 0. Sam scuffling here. Reliever in the middle pin has stopped throwing and has come to the bullpen gate. That one's over, 2-1. Someone else up and loosening in the middle pin now. Flair, left center. Pimento, nice job getting around that ball, making that catch. The 1-0 or the first pitch to Coffey is over for a strike, 0-1. Coffey 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. That one misses high and in. Ball and a strike. This is inside. Throw down to third. Double steal by the Crusaders. So that gets out of the force play and the double play. Over for a strike, 2-2. Flared back foul. Two balls, two strikes on Coffey. He'll step back up. Sams gets the sign. This is there, 3-2. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Flared back foul again. And he walks him. Bases loaded now. A dozen walks through 4 1/3 innings issued by Middle Georgia State pitchers. That's Ty Little. This is low. 1-0. Little 1 for 3 with a run. Checks. Doesn't matter. It's over for a strike. Be interesting to see if Cook comes back out. I don't know that he will. 101 pitches thrown. The lead's at 7 right now with a chance to make it more. Little flares it left field, long run, and he drops it. Got there, had it in his glove, and dropped it. And the run scores. Couple of runs score, actually. Nope, just one. Little's still at first, so 13-5 now. Back to the top of the order in Rigoberto Hernandez. He'll foul it back. Ball and 2 strikes. And a balk. 14-5. Now Rigoberto Hernandez. Pops it left side. Long run for Flaherty. He'll make the catch. 2 away. Now DJ Booth to the dish. Booth 0 for 1. 3 walks. Couple of runs scored. Grounder first base side. It'll get through. That's going to score 2. Duarte up and throwing. Won't be a play as it'll get cut off the whole Booth at first. It's a 2-run single by DJ Booth. The Crusaders pouring it on now, up 16-5. Josh Alexander to the plate. Alexander 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, fouls it back. So DJ Booth will have to retreat to first. $11-run ball game here. Just 7 hits for the Crusaders. 16 runs. A dozen walks and 4 errors. Ball and a strike. Buries that one low, 2-1. Lifted. First baseman Abbott's got it. And the inning is over. But the Knights score 4 more. They've scored in every inning. They're up 16-5 through 5. The SSAC Baseball Championship.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Top of the 6th here. New pitcher for William Carey is the right-hander from Laurel, Mississippi, number 24, Mason Smith.
Smith on the season. This will be appearance number 9 for him. He's got 9 1/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 3.86 ERA, and a batting average against of 2.43.
Looks like a pinch hitter for Middle Georgia.
It's number 7.
That's what I was looking for. Datron Bray, the 5'10 senior out of Douglasville, Georgia.
This will be his 107th at bat on the season, 274 average, 13 RBIs.
And it looks like on deck is number 34, Brennan Williams. Umpire apparently issues a warning of some kind to the Middle Georgia dugout. A 0-1 count to Datron Bray. Chopper to short. Bray trying to hustle. Good play by the shortstop there, Rigoberto Hernandez. That's a tough play. He made it look relatively easy.
Breaking in on that ball, having to glove it, get it cleanly out of the glove, set yourself to make a good strong throw. On the move, Hernandez did a great job getting that out.
Now Brennan Williams pinch hitting, the 6'6" senior out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
You mean the 6'6" power forward?
Defensive end,
yeah.
6'6", 250.
Oh, yeah, DN. On the season, this will be his 64th at bat. He's appeared in 29 games now. .190 batting average and 6 RBI this season.
So where we are in the batting order is 7, 8, 9. Bray pinch hit for Pimentel. Williams is pinch hitting for Tate Abbott. Connor Shealy, the 9-hole, is on deck. Williams, 2-1. Fouls that one away, 2-2. Williams awaits. Foul back. That one delivered. Big cut. Can't get it. They'll throw him out at first. 2 away now as Williams is retired and Connor Shealy to the dish. Now Connor Shealy, 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. Big cut, can't get it all the way down to one knee on that one. That one delivered, swung through it. Oh, 0-2. That one line to the right fielder. DJ Booth squeezes it. Quick inning from Mason Smith. We go to the bottom of the 6th, SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
New pitcher for the Knights of Middle Georgia State. Number 24, Cooper Edwards. 6'4" lefty out of Perry, Georgia.
Parents number 9 for him on the season, an 0-2 record. 1 game started, 18 1/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 16 walks, a 4.91 ERA, and a batting average against of 190.
Preston Ratliff, the man to greet him. It's a 16-5 ball game. Carey wouldn't mind adding a couple of more and then getting 3 outs and calling it a night as they get ready for a championship matchup against Loyola tomorrow at 1 o'clock. 0-2 count. Big cut, can't get it. Ratliff is retired. That will bring Eli Collins to the dish. Collins 1 for 1. Couple of RBIs. He's walked twice. That one over for a strike. 0-1 count. Line foul off the stadium. Oh, 2 count. Lifted right field, long run all the way back to the fence and gone. Eli Collins. Opposite field homer. Makes it 17-5. Collins got all of that one, and I told you earlier the wind was blowing out that way. It wasn't on that ball. That was all Collins. Flag pretty still out there right now.
It's a good job at the plate. The pitch went outside. He went down to get it, barreled it up, and able to keep that thing fair.
Tyler Duckworth now in a 17-5 ball game. We came in this week with Carey as the number 1 overall seed, Loyola as the number 2 overall seed. Loyola's path to the championship was adventurous, but they got there. Carey's path to the championship has been one of sheer dominance. Now what will that matchup look like tomorrow? It'll be interesting to see who's going for each team on the mound. Middle Georgia down 12 with 3 outs to play here to try to get it back inside of the 10-run margin to avoid the mercy rule. Ball and 2 strikes. Ducksworth awaiting the 1-2. Oh, that got every bit of Connor Sheely there. He's going to need a minute. Sheely's caught every inning of this tournament for Middle Georgia State. There's no quit in him, but I also don't think he'd mind an inning off after a ball like that.
That one hurts, especially we've had a cold front move through. It's a little cooler out there now, and you start getting hit like that, that one's going to hurt for a while.
Yeah, you feel that one.
Yeah.
That one will get away from him. Full count now, payoff pitch on the way to Connor Sheely. Can't check. That's the strikeout. So, 2 away in the inning now, and Paul Knight coming out, and this might be about buying time for Connor Sheely. No, he's making a move to the pen. I think this might be about getting somebody in appearance.
Yeah.
We'll see who's coming in here. So, Cooper Edwards leaves as the only pitcher to not issue a walk for Middle Georgia. And the new pitcher is number...
There's a 2 in there. I know that's incredibly helpful. But.
Trying to figure out who it is. Paul Knight having a conversation with him. Is it 27? That'd be Andrew Dye if it's 27.
It is.
It is. Andrew Dye, 5'11" junior from Villas, North Carolina, transfer from Limestone University.
This will be appearance number 11 for him. Started 3 games, 1-1 record, 13 2/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 8 walks, 4.33 batting average against, and an ERA of 11.85.
So, yeah, this looks like Paul Knight was trying to get Dye an appearance. I don't know if this is we would just have to speculate. We don't know. I don't know if this is the end of his run at Middle Georgia. He may be finishing up. 1 out to go here in the 6th. If you don't score in the 7th, the game's over. This very much looked like a deliberate, I want to get him in the ball game.
Right.
Because, honestly, Edwards was throwing better than anybody who's thrown all day.
He was.
So, see what Dye does here with Ridley Thomas.
Thomas a tough out, 2 of 3 in this ball game.
Yeah, he's had a good tournament. Had a big triple a couple of days ago off the monster. So, 17-5.
A homer in one of the games, too. I don't remember which one it was, but they've all run together at this point.
Ridley Thomas awaits the offering from Andrew Dye. There's strike 1. That one misses. Ball and a strike. He'll take inside there, 2-1. Die delivers. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Die delivers. Ground to the shortstop. Diving effort. What a play. Vargas. What
Says
a play.
It pulled him off the bag.
And they'll say it pulled him off the bag.
But you're exactly right. What a play by Vargas to stop that ball and make the strong throw. And I thought it was a great stretch by the first baseman. Williams now playing first. Used every bit of that 6'6" frame.
Incredible play by Vargas there. Diving into the middle of the field on a ball he had no business getting to. Now Coffee to the dish. Takes there, 1-0. Die throws over, chases him back. Big cut through there by Coffee. Coffee's 0 for 1 in this one, 2 walks and a run scored. That one over for a strike, 1-2. Misses high, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Braden Coffee. On the ground, Perez flips, and the inning is over. We go to the 7th in a 12-run game, SSAC.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
Mason Smith back to work here in the 7th, trying to end the ball game for the Crusaders. 17-5. Top of the order due up for Middle Georgia State. Jose Vargas 2 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. That one misses low. 1-0 count. This is away 2-0. Championship game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Loyola is waiting to see officially who emerges from Pool A. William Carey is 3 outs away from being that team. It's a 3-0 count. That one over for a strike for Mason Smith. Automatic bid to the national tournament clinched by Loyola. One more automatic bid will be clinched by the winner of this pool, and William Carey's 2 outs away from doing that as Ratliff fields the ball and steps on first. We came into the week knowing who the top 2 seeds in the tournament were, and through pool play, we're 2 outs away from landing with those top 2 teams being the best 2 teams in the tournament. Big cut through that one.
And you mentioned
for
it.
Perez.
You mentioned it earlier. Loyola had the hiccup and got the help it needed to get that berth in the championship game, and it has been just sheer dominance for William Carey here in 3 games.
Yeah. Well, and in the end, when you look back over the course of the tournament, we came in with one idea as we looked at all of the numbers and we studied the league, and it's that pitching is at a premium this year in the league. You could see that in the offensive numbers throughout the league. And so you knew in an event like this, the team whose pitching delivered the most, who held out the most, would be that team that would emerge. And that's been William Carey and Loyola.
And it's essentially been the pitchers that have had the starters to be able to go the deepest into these ball games, save these bullpens for these consecutive day games and do those kinds of things. And again, we've seen that with Carey here tonight. Just 2 pitchers used and setting themselves up beautifully for tomorrow.
I'd have to sit down and run the numbers to make sure that I'm 100% correct on this, but I imagine if you run the numbers of runs allowed total in the tournament, the 2 teams with the least runs allowed are going to end up being William Carey and Loyola in pool play, and those are the teams. We're 1 out away here as Chaz Salter is the last hope of the Middle Georgia State season. He is 1-1 at the plate now, 0 for 3 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Salter, really good hitter, senior from Milner, Georgia, transfer from Tennessee Wesleyan, would like to end his career on a good note. Check there, 1-2. So Mason Smith trying to finish it off and get the Crusaders to the championship game again. Chaz Salter awaits. Lifted high and deep left center field. Going all the way back to the deepest part of the park, and Chaz Salter, with extra bases, turns the corner and heads for third. So if that is the last at bat he has, it's a triple, and it's a good way to end it for him.
It is, and good, again, right in those power alleys. And we've seen several of these outfielders and even infielders struggle once they get on this warning track. They get out there. We've seen several guys slip on this warning track, saw it right there, and that allowed, I think it was a triple anyway, but that allowed the easy stand-up triple.
Pinch hitter here, Casual K. You want to talk about the all-name team. Casual K with a single to center. Drives in a run. You didn't even get to tell me Casual K's numbers. I can tell you that he's an engineering major from Tucker, Georgia.
Engineered a good at bat right there. 1 pitch and a single.
Yep. That'll cut it to 11, 17-6. Now Michael Flaherty to the dish. Flaherty awaits. That one over for a strike. Flaherty 0 for 3 with an RBI. Big cut, can't get it. Casual K at first base. No steals on the year for him. Flaherty strikes out and the game's over. William Carey wins at 17-6. Middle Georgia State tacks on one more to end its season, but Middle Georgia State wraps up their campaign at 30-23. William Carey advancing to the championship game tomorrow. They are now 38-11. They will meet Loyola at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Winning pitcher is number 38, Corey Cook. He went 5 innings, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Mason Smith closes it out. Crusaders back where they expected to be.
Absolutely, and you saw it. Middle Georgia jumped out those 4 quick runs, and there was no panic in this William Carey lineup. In fact, it seemed to give them a little bit of resolve. They come back in, they get that 1 run, then 7 runs, and they do not let up and end up getting the victory here in 7. And it's just been, again, dominance by William Carey, and we'll see if Loyola has anything for them in that championship game tomorrow for sure.
All right, one more game here tonight as we wrap up pool play. It'll be Blue Mountain and Tennessee Southern playing for the funsies. We'll see you in 30 minutes.